From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Strap in, this will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Wide 80. Wide shot.
Here's Burrow to throw right away. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Here we go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That's caught. Andre Yoshivas. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here we go, here we go. Right 80.
The quick throw by Burrow is complete. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. He's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Lions 0. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Here we go. 180. That's it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw out wide is incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. First pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Here we go.
First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. And this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And some room to work. Down to the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go, here we go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's get set. 180. Place up. Shot.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw. When they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations, ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
You talk about this Lions defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
They spent the week of practice in. We know our rating's not that great, and we know we're facing the #1 passing team in the league, but there are some things that we can do to give ourselves a chance in this game.
And they run past midfield just a yard or two shy of the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Here we go. 180.
Now it's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28.
Here we go, here we go. Shot.
That's complete once again. It's Gesicki. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
16 yards.
He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
P-Ryan. will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You have 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Lions 7. Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And it'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
180!
Gibbs on the toss left. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
Well, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
3rd and 15.
So now following the sack, often the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
20!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Burks.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From midfield now, Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. Down the right sideline.
That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
180.
Again, it's Gibbs.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs
With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. They've got his man complete. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 49 yards there, a big one.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone would come free.
On one, ready?
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Now a short one to Gesicki. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Gun.
Here's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Now Burrow. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
3rd down and 6.
Here we go.
This is Brown going up the middle. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3.
A gain of 6. That's another Bengals 1st down.
Brown is in. Touchdown Bengals.
Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
21. Lions 14. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
11, MT, take. Here we go. 180, 11, 11, 11.
Burrow looking to pass. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. Still on his feet. And all the way in for the Cincinnati score.
Jamal Chase halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McPherson on for the point after. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Now it's Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
180.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Gun.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Got a man open. It's Chase. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A very solid gain of 27. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Chase Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Lions 14. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Here's Gall. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
180.
Now gone. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
He's going to let this one go deep. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play on this perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 8.
180.
Now Goff. That'll be caught by St. Brown.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now it's Goff. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Like 20.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. This pass complete to Higgins. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up second down.
It's second and 8.
Here we go.
The 32-yard line.
Burrow will throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
That's good.
Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Get set. Stop.
From the gun, a give to Brown.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. Second and 13 that they're walking up on. And he slings one that's incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line.
So on fourth down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Quick toss by Goff is complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Gone.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Here's Goff. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
can't even get a play off.
So that flag will set him back 5 yards.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Here's Goff.
They'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Here comes the Lions punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Jones breaking from the contact. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 24.
Stop.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Stop.
Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Taken down at the 42.
Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Stop.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Brown. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Remember, they have won 3 straight. Beginning to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and
120.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Black 20.
Williams being motioned left.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff.
And he is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. Fighting, but now he's swallowed up and taken down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
180!
Goff. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown.
And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And he finds Montgomery complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
A 22-yard touchdown ground.
And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Goff looking to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Lions 20.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts.
Here we go.
As they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. An inside give, Brown. And he'll go down at the 28. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Bengals.
Here we go.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
Gun. 11. 180. 11.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And they stop him short of the first, as he can only get to the 20. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Here we go.
They'll run it with Jones. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
So it's the Bengals who come away with a win. And the man leading the way was their quarterback, CD. That's Joe Burrow.
Yeah, some of these DBs are going to be tossing and turning tonight, partner. He really had their number. Wound up with well over 300 yards passing and 2 touchdowns to boot.
So for Cincinnati, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.